One thing you may be sure of, that whilst you work for God, whether you may succeed or not, He will amply reward you. A very good morning to all. The above words by our founder, Blessed Edmund Rice, reinforce the fact that we have to keep striving for the good of the society despite the challenges which we might face. Blessed Edmund Rice took the plunge into selfless service in 1802 and was beatified in 1996 by Pope John Paul II. His feast day falls on 5th of May, the day when the foundation of his first school was laid at Mount Zion. Ladies and gentlemen, we all concur with the fact that these indeed are very, very challenging times for all of us. Hence, it is imperative that we reiterate the values imbibed in us through the teachings of Blessed Edmund Rice. And believe me, what better day to do this than on our Founders Day. I wish all the members of the Johnian family a very, very happy Founders Day, and would like to conclude with another quote of our founder. Above all, beg of him to give you the virtue of humility, which is so necessary for religious instation, but particularly for those who have the care and direction of others. If you only acquire this virtue, it will always guide you safely. Let your paths be ever so cross or difficult. And now, may I request our respected principal, Mrs. Kavita Das, to share her thoughts on this auspicious occasion.
On the occasion of Founders Day, I extend my warm greetings to the Edmund Rice family, of which St. John's is one. I have been singularly privileged to have served for my entire career in the Edmund Rice institutions. What makes that special? Well, let me say that in the Edmund Rice Institutes, we practice what we preach. Take St. John's, for example. It is a school where every class is associated with an NGO or some institution, where our children have learned to speak the language of the deaf, who have played cricket matches with the blind, who have more than a pair of dada, dadis and nana, nanis, because in the old age homes they have so many more. This is a school where the children celebrate their birthdays at orphanages or with the animals where they are being sheltered. This is a school which reaches out to people. It is a school where one call resulted in the alumni presenting the school with enough mobiles to ensure that not a single one of our EWS children could not attend their online classes. It is a school that looks to celebrate life. Did I mention the EWS? Did you know that there are nearly 300 such children fully integrated into St. John's? And that every teacher is a foster parent to about 3 of them? So much so that during the lockdown, it was the foster parents who kept an eye on our children and informed us, and we ensured that not one family went hungry because provisions were delivered at the doorstep. Talking about children with special needs, we don't have one counselor, we have 6, out of which 3 are special educators. We don't have one learning center, we have 2, out of which 1 is in the senior school. Have you ever heard of that before? That's what I'm saying. The Edmund Rice family goes beyond simple academics and co-curricular activities. Those are a given. Those are taken for granted. It is beyond that. Turning young men and women into wonderful, contributing members of society. People who will make a difference. People who live with values, with compassion, with kindness. That is what our founder, Edmund Rice, taught us. And it is this vision that makes our school so special and makes the institutions of Edmund Rice have a commonality that binds us across oceans and makes us one family that works for the welfare of others. May God bless each one of you, especially during this pandemic time. May He keep you safe. May His hand of grace be upon each one of you. And may you learn to live with the kindness that we have all experienced during our times in the Edmund Rice institutions. God bless you, and happy Founders Day once again.
Blessed Edmund Ignatius Rice was given the grace to respond to the call of Jesus by identifying Christ in the poor. His thoughts evoked awareness of God in every human, especially the downtrodden of society. Education and vocation for all was his insight, which created the Christian Brothers Education and Congregation. His vision inspires us all to work for the upliftment of society. St. John's High School embraces the charism of our founder brother in every element. Brother Rice inspires us to be teachers in all aspects, with his compassion extending his vision throughout the world. The touchstones of our school are imbibed in every student and teacher. Every time a Johnian shines in life, it signifies the vision and values well delivered. Our founder blesses us at every step of life.
Join us for reflection and prayer on this Founders Day to mark the legacy and charism of Brother Edmund Rice. Dear God, we thank you for years of learning and leadership opportunities, for years of adaptive and courageous resiliency, for years of hard work, sacrifice, and significant accomplishments, for distinctive purpose. We appreciate and celebrate your work in this place through these years and among us. Holy Father, keep everyone safe and heal the world. God always has something for each one of us, a key for every problem, a light for every shadow, relief for every sorrow, and plan for every tomorrow. He enriches our mind, hearts, and souls, and stands like a rock behind us. And such is the message given by the soulful hymn.
हवा के बीच में तू कहता है थम जा, तू मेरी ताकत है, तू ही मेरा ईमान। हवा के बीच में तू कहता है थम जा, तू मेरी ताकत है, तू ही मेरा ईमान। बीते कल में तू साथ मेरे था, आज भी मेरे साथ है खड़ा। ही मेरी शिफा, बीते कल में तू साथ मेरे था, आज भी मेरे साथ है खड़ा, आने वाले कल में भी होगा। उठते हुए तूफानों में तू ही मेरी चट्टान, बढ़ती हुई लहरों पे तेरे कदमों के निशान, हवा के बीच में तू कहता है थम जा।
Many years ago, our founder, Brother Edmund Ignatius Rice, showed us the path and opened his arms to the needy. He showed us that the one who gives is indeed rich. Today, St. John's High School lives by the motto Pro Dio e Patria, which translates into for God and country, under the able guidance provided by our dear brothers and the path shown by them. Living a life dedicated to others, brothers are a living example to be followed. And we at St. John's are singularly lucky to have amongst us today Brother Steve Fernandez, our respected provincial, who heads the Christian Brothers in India. Let's hear his message.
We are living in a particularly difficult time where humanity is faced with an existential threat because of the COVID-19 pandemic. In India, the second wave has taken most of us by surprise, and we each would be aware of people who have succumbed to it among our family and acquaintances. In such a situation, different people react differently. Some fend for themselves and their loved ones first. Others go out of their way to look out for those in need, even at the cost of endangering themselves. Blessed Edmund Rice was coaxed by his friend to look out of his window and his privileged world view at the world outside. What Edmund saw from that window changed the course of his life. Blessed Edmund's response was inspired by his faith in God. He felt impelled to respond proactively to the dire state of hopelessness that young children from impoverished backgrounds faced. Today, as we look out of our own windows, what do we see? The COVID crisis could freeze us and our sense of responsibility towards God's lesser privileged. May we be inspired by Billy Ocean's song, "When the going gets tough, the tough get going." With best wishes for a happy Founders' Day, Brother Steve Fernandez.
There are no shortcuts to success, but thank God there are to happiness, and dancing is one of them. Dance has no barriers. It is something that everyone enjoys, everyone understands, and everyone feels. The current times have taught us that life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, but it is about learning to dance in the rain. Each Johnian heart throbs with the beat that says, we dance for laughter, we dance for tears, we dance for madness, we dance for fears, we dance for hopes, we dance for screams, We are the dancers, we create dreams. Please welcome the fantastic dancers of St. John's who would surely put a smile to your face, and I promise you that after this performance, their list of admirers will grow manifold.
St. John's made us all-rounders. We focused on sports, elocution, dramatics as much as academics. The school instilled in us the values of being upright and honest, besides inculcating gentlemanly behavior. Above all, it taught us to value human relations more than material gain. Ladies and gentlemen, I quote a Johnian, Mr. M.L. Serene, a renowned personality in the legal world who is fondly known as Max Sir. Mr. Serene has been recognized by the French government and awarded with the Chevalier de la Légion d'honneur. He is closely associated with the Blood Bank Society of Chandigarh and has been one of the founders of the famous alumni of the school, Sajoba. Today, on the Founders' Day of the school, we are delighted to have Mr. Serene address us on behalf of the alumni.
I joined St. John's on 2nd of February 1960, the day it opened, bearing roll number 10. I have always thanked my parents for having the foresight and vision for putting my brother and I in this wonderful school. The wonderful education we received has stood us in good stead. In 1980, we started the St. John's Old Boys Association, commonly called Sajoba. And I've always thanked St. John's for the spirit of the members of Sajoba. It was in 2013 that I visited Waterford in Ireland, the final resting place of Brother Edmund Rice, and I realized what a visionary he was. While going through his bedroom where he breathed his last, I made a statement that Brother Edmund Rice must have been incredible, that the educational movement he started 2.5 centuries ago is still going strong. And Brother Pratt, our guide through the museum, turned around and said, yes, Mr. Serene, Edmund Rice was a great visionary and he touched millions of lives, including yours and your wives. Otherwise, neither of you would have been here today. How true that was. I salute this great visionary who has brought so much good to the whole world.
Ladies and gentlemen, what better way to end this beautiful program than to sing a Hosanna to our founder, Blessed Edmund Rice. With great reverence in our hearts and depicting the life and teachings of our founder, we are very happy to present the Edmund Rice Anthem by our boys.
his father calling him. But how can I help, Lord? How may I lend a hand? Just look around you and you'll know. Edmund Ignatius Rice. Today we celebrate your life. You are a guiding light to them who followed you. He saw the young ones with no place to go, no money for an education, so they missed out.